Tragedy struck in our nation's capital earlier last week when 2 National Guard members were shot.
Believe it or not, the second marking period is almost over before winter break.
And unfortunate news coming out of Michigan this week with our major sports teams facing huge losses.
I don't remember that happening. All of this and more on the Pegasi News Network. Good morning, I am Ari Ostro.
And I am Krishna Mano. We hope you all had a restful Thanksgiving break. Our first story this morning is the attack in Washington, D.C. last week on American service members.
Please welcome our global national correspondents Fiona and Nishna.
Thank you, Krishna and Ari. To start off this week with some local news. A Grand Rapids woman has been ordered to stand trial for the murder of her 12-year-old daughter. She is facing 5 charges, including arson and felony murder for her 12-year-old daughter who was killed in the flames. Investigators say she removed smoke detectors from the house and then used lighter fluid to start the fire. She admitted to setting the house on fire, hoping to free her and her 3 daughters. Our next story regarding the National Guard shooting last week. 2 young National Guards members were shot patrolling outside a metro station in D.C. One victim has died and the other remains hospitalized at the time of filming. The suspect is a 29-year-old Afghan man who fled Afghanistan after the rise of the Taliban in 2021. Investigators are still trying to figure out the motive of the shooter, knowing that in the past he had been a U.S. ally in Afghanistan. For our last story today, U.S. military planes including B-52 bombers, surveillance aircraft, and F-18 fighter jets have been flying near Venezuela's airspace. Currently, President Donald Trump has said the reason for the planes is because he believes Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is an illegitimate leader. The Trump administration has been weighing Venezuela-related options to combat what has been portrayed as Maduro's role in supplying illegal drugs that have killed Americans. He has denied to having any links to the illegal drug trade. That's all for this week. Back to you, Krishna and Ari.
Thank you guys. Moving on, we have some updates for you all before wrapping up the first semester of the school year.
Joining us now with more information on this are student interest correspondents Sophia and Harper.
Hey y'all, it's your student interest correspondent Sophia Beckwith
and Harper Davis.
As this school year semester is coming to an end, you can show your gratitude to your favorite SAY staff members. In the SAY highlights, there's a link to a form you can submit to show appreciation.
We are now halfway through the second marking period. Please take a few moments in the coming days to log into Schoology and review your grades and assignments. Many teachers are offering opportunities for makeup work to get in any late assignments and also quizzes and tests.
All exams start with first hour on December 16th. Be aware of what classes will have exams. After the exam day, we will go into winter break starting December 19th to January 5th.
The City High Winter Orchestra concert is tonight at 6:30 p.m. with a special performance from all the 0-hour classes. The choir concert is on December 9th.
That's it for this week.
Let us know if you have any events you would like in the next PNN.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you both, but we're at that time of the show again. It's time for the rundown.
As always, we will have 1 minute to report as many news stories as possible.
60 seconds on the clock, and go.
President Trump pardoned the former president of Honduras after he was sentenced to 45 years in prison last year for trafficking around 400 tons of cocaine into the United States.
Thousands gathered Tuesday in Lebanon where Pope Leo prayed for the victims of a bombing. This marked the end to his first international trip as the head of the Catholic Church.
The Oxford Dictionary chose rage bait as its 2025 word of the year, as its frequency of use has increased threefold over the past year.
We had nearly a foot of snow over the weekend, but the roads have been cleared thanks to our crews.
Now, this winter storm is rolling into the northeastern United States, bringing much higher winds and lower temperatures than they're used to.
A man living in Southern California found a new roommate last week, a black bear that was living in the crawl space under his home. He still hasn't found a way to make him leave, which is unfortunate because that leaves him with barely any space left.
I wouldn't complain because that bear is unbearably cute.
Next up, let's enter the sports report with Ari Ostro and Eli Hajar.
Welcome back to the Sports Report. I'm Eli Hajar.
I'm Ari Ostro. Let's get right into it with Michigan State hiring a new head coach for football named Pat Fitzgerald. He was Northwestern's football coach for a little while. He did a good job there. Hopefully he can do the same.
Maybe they'll be a bit better next season, right?
Hopefully. And speaking
of
being
college
terrible,
football, Michigan did lose to OSU. Pretty convincing
yeah,
win
it was
for
it was
OSU.
the first
Yup.
time that they lost to Ohio State in over 2,190 days. So
A fancy way of saying 4 seasons. It's really not.
and 6 total years. And Gotham FC actually did. We've been riding with them the whole time. They did win the NWSL championship. So congrats to them.
Yeah.
And congrats to us for being their new bandwagon fans.
NFL news, we got the Bengals, my Bengals, beating the Ravens very convincingly. Looks like
With
Joe Burrow might
Joe
be-
Burrow back, by the way.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So looks like we're gonna be winning the Super Bowl after all.
They're not making the playoffs.
Lions.
The Lions lost
Did lose.
again. It was bad. It was really bad. On Thanksgiving, congratulations to Miss Williams for the Packers winning again. And the Cowboys somehow beat the Chiefs and the Eagles. So both Super Bowl teams from last year lost to the Cowboys, which is
I think
just,
we can all say we're happy to see both
it's
those
just
teams
weird.
lose.
But are we happy to see the Cowboys win?
Yeah.
No.
Over the Chiefs.
Yeah, and actually tonight the Lions do play the Cowboys in a Thursday night football thriller. I think that's it for now. We hope that you have a good time, and of course, reach out with any Olympic news that you want to hear coming next semester.
You guys, not tough, bro.
Okay.
I can't unzip.
Alright, you know what? Just don't include any of that.
We're starting over.
Get out of the way! Get out the way!
When is the pizza party?
December 10th! Oh, where is it? The cafeteria! What time is it? 2:45 to 3:45. How much? It's free!
Thank you all for joining us for today's episode.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram for updates, discussions, and community engagements at Pegasi News Network.
We'll see you all next week at the same time on the same projector. But until then, smile every chance you get.
And I'm flying.